Big Boy's Neighborhood. Hello. What's on your mind, Natalia?
Hello.
Hello.
You know what, Big? This is Mary, and I think she's so important to talk to. Our girl, Day Day, hooked us up together, and Mary contracted COVID not once, but also twice. So her story is needed to be heard by people.
Mary, first off, thank you for being in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
And I got to hear your story because, you hear so many times where, early on, I thought that, okay, if you get it once, you got it, you don't need to go out and, you don't have to worry about protecting yourself as much because you got it and it's in you. Now, when was the first time that you got COVID-19?
The first time that I received my positive test, first of all, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The first time that I received my positive test, I got the phone call April the 21st, because on April the 13th, I was told that I thought I came in close contact with someone that had coronavirus. So they told me April 10th, April 13th, I went and got tested, got my results April 21st. They called me over the phone. They told me I was positive. They told me just to self-quarantine, and if I experienced any severe symptoms, to go to ER. So I did what was right. I stayed home. I followed all the rules, was following all the rules since the beginning of March, was quarantine at home. And then May the 7th, the test that they did on me on the 21st, they actually swabbed me. It's called a wet dry swab, where they put it down your throat. Mm-hmm. Because there's 3 kind of tests that they do. And when I went again May 7th, they did the side swab on the cheeks. Well, I didn't just do one, I did two of them so I could go back to work. And they both came back negative. So I went back to work and everything was fine.
And then you got it COVID-19 again?
Yes.
And when did you get the results for that?
What was it? Tuesday.
Wait, you're talking about recently?
Just recently. Yes, June. I'll tell you exact date. And I got it again. I came into ER because I wasn't eating. I thought I got food poisoned, and I was feeling a little bit sluggish on a Monday. I came in on a Tuesday, and I told them something's wrong. I'm not eating, and I think I got food poisoned. Well, and I was already having chest congestion because of the weather and whatnot. And so they it's mandatory that at ER they swab you. So they did a nose swab. First time ever, they did a nose swab. They come back and they tell me you're positive. And I'm like, what? I go, I was just positive in April. How could that be? And they're like, well, you're positive. I was in the hospital for like about 8 hours. They released me. They told me if I feel any symptoms to come back. And sure enough, I don't know if it was the stress level or not, but the next day on Wednesday, I couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air like a fish. And I was just too tired. And I ended up calling my mom on Thursday, and I told her, take me to ER. I couldn't even talk. I was actually like, I couldn't even say hello or you. I couldn't say anything. I was weak to walk to the bathroom. They brought me to ER, and they told me that if I wouldn't have came in, I probably would have stopped breathing. And I had pneumonia, viral and bacterial. So they told me that water went into my lungs, fluid went into my lungs, and then they swabbed me again and so far I've been swabbed already 3 times, and it's been now 3 weeks.
Are you in the hospital now?
Mm-hmm. I sure am.
Oh man.
And apparently I'm not the only one. That people with low immune systems, and I didn't know I had a low immune system, some people are susceptible to getting it. So you're not everybody.
Right. Man, did it feel like the second go round was more intense than the first?
Absolutely, it was worse. And I don't wish this on anybody. It's real. Like, people need to do the 3 C's that they say, like avoid confined spaces, crowded places, and just kind of mask and not wear mask like a chin guard, gotta cover your face.
Yeah, cover.
And when you go outside, you gotta take off. When you go inside your house, you gotta take off your shoes, because apparently coronavirus is like parvo, like it is for dogs. It'll stick to the bottom of your shoes, and if you take it inside and you have little ones, you could infect them. And people are malicious. People with coronavirus, from stories that I've been reading or not, they know they have it, and they go out and about and they'll touch things just so they could purposely get other people infected. And it's just,
man,
yeah.
Mary, we're gonna hold you up in prayer, my love. I'm hoping you'll be fine. I know it's gonna probably take some time, but thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Like, I just learned so much from you in the last few minutes, and thank you. And I'm going to continue to hold you up in prayer. She said it, everyone go get tested. Thank you so much for your conversation. And Mary, we're going to continue to catch up with you too. We're going to see you through this as well.
Thank you.
All righty. Y'all continue to hang out with us, Big Boys Neighborhood.